In our relentless pursuit of success, we've created a world that runs on ambition, speed, and constant connectivity. Yet, within this modern framework, a silent epidemic is unfolding: professional burnout. We feel it as a deep, persistent exhaustion, a growing cynicism about our work, and a sense of profound inefficacy. But what if this modern ailment isn't merely a consequence of our workload? What if it's a crisis of our inner world, a sign that our minds are misaligned with the realities we face? Ancient wisdom offers a powerful counter-narrative to our modern anxiety. The Stoics, philosophers who navigated plagues, political turmoil, and personal exile, developed a mental operating system designed for resilience. They understood that the source of our disturbance is rarely the event itself, but our judgment about it. Today, we'll explore whether these timeless philosophies can protect the modern mind from the ravages of burnout, chronic stress, and emotional exhaustion. From a Stoic perspective, burnout is not simply about working too hard. It is a symptom of a deeper disharmony. It arises when our actions are disconnected from our core values, when we desperately try to control things that are fundamentally beyond our influence, and when our minds are perpetually lost in anxious projections about the future. Seneca wrote extensively about the folly of dedicating our lives to things we don't truly value. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily to focus only on the task at hand. Epictetus, a former slave, built his entire philosophy on a single, powerful distinction. Burnout, then, is the soul's protest against a life of misdirected effort and misplaced attention. This brings us to the first, and perhaps most crucial, Stoic remedy: the dichotomy of control. Epictetus taught that some things are up to us, and others are not. Within our control are our judgments, our intentions, our responses, and our will. Outside of our control are nearly everything else: the opinions of our colleagues, the outcome of a project, the state of the economy, and the decisions of our superiors. Burnout thrives in the space where we confuse the two. We exhaust ourselves trying to manage external outcomes, a battle we are destined to lose. The practical application is simple, though not easy. At the start of each day, or when you feel stress mounting, pause and ask, in this situation, what is truly within my control? You cannot control whether your boss approves of your report, but you can control the effort, integrity, and clarity you put into writing it. You cannot control a difficult client's reaction, but you can control your own professionalism, patience, and composure. By consciously redirecting your energy from external results to internal actions, you reclaim your mental peace. The emotional weight of the uncontrollable is lifted, and exhaustion begins to recede. The second Stoic tool may sound morbid, but it is, in fact, a powerful instrument for clarity: memento mori. Remember, you will die. The Stoics were not obsessed with death. They used its certainty as a lens to bring life into focus. In a world that pressures us to equate our identity with our job title and our worth with our productivity, memento mori is a radical act of perspective. When you remember that your time is finite, the urgency of a trivial office conflict or the sting of a minor professional setback diminishes almost instantly. This practice is not meant to induce fear, but to liberate you. It asks the critical questions: is this task, this worry, this ambition, truly worth a piece of my limited time on earth? Is my career the only legacy I wish to leave? This awareness helps detach your sense of self from your professional role. You are not just your job. By contemplating your mortality, you recalibrate your priorities. The pressure to achieve at all costs is replaced by a desire to live meaningfully, with virtue and purpose, both inside and outside the office. The third method is about building an unbreakable inner fortress: resilience through acceptance. The Stoics practiced what is known as premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of challenges. This isn't pessimistic worrying, it's a calm and rational rehearsal. Before a major presentation, you might visualize technical difficulties, a hostile question, or a distracted audience. By anticipating these obstacles, you are no longer shocked or emotionally derailed when they occur. You have a plan, you have prepared your mind. This is emotional discipline, not emotional suppression. The Stoics did not advocate for becoming unfeeling robots. Instead, they taught that we should feel our emotions, acknowledge them, and then decide how to respond with reason and virtue. When a project fails, it is natural to feel disappointment. The Stoic does not deny this feeling. Instead, they accept it without letting it spiral into despair. They see it as an opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to demonstrate fortitude. Resilience, in this view, is not a trait you are born with. It is a skill that is trained, day by day, through mindful practice and rational acceptance of reality. Ultimately, the Stoic path leads to the cultivation of inner peace in a chaotic world. This peace is not the product of a silent retreat or an empty inbox. It is a state of internal stability, an unwavering calm that persists even when the world outside is in turmoil. This stability is anchored in the principles of simplicity, focusing on what truly matters: virtue, living in accordance with your highest self, and self-governance, the mastery of your own mind. While the modern world bombards us with notifications, demands, and endless streams of information, the Stoic finds stillness within. This journey is not about escaping responsibility or abandoning ambition. It is about transforming your relationship with them. It is about choosing mastery over reaction. purpose over pressure, and resilience over exhaustion. The Stoic philosophy is not a quick fix or a life hack. It is a lifelong practice, a commitment to governing the one thing you will always possess, your own mind. As we conclude, I leave you with a question for your own reflection. In your professional life, where are you placing your energy, on the things you can control or the things you cannot? Your answer may be the first step on the path to recovery. Thank you for watching.